Yo, what's up guys? Today here on Today Game Vlogs, I want to talk about the Sony conference, the Sony PlayStation 4 announcement conference. Yes, PS4! Okay, I had to do this, I recorded this video once and I had to record it twice, because I didn't like the way the first one came out. I'm perfectly honest with you. Initially, I did not want to buy a PlayStation 4. I did not think it was worth it. You can tell because there's a main channel video that pretty much states that fact. After watching this conference, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. Oh, God. And I'm going to explain why. First thing, do I think the conference was bad? No. But the things I hated is that the conference was boring. And for people who say this conference was amazing, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it was boring. Like I said, the second half was really boring because it was just fucking tech demo and shit no one really cared about, like the Move stuff, and then like the 2 or 3 tech demos they did that I really didn't give a damn about because all it's supposed to show is the graphical capability of the PS4. And to be perfectly honest, that whole old man head was enough for me to be like, okay, I get it. This shit looks great. I'm not doubting that the PS4 as of right now is probably the most advanced graphical console we've seen. It looks better than the Wii U. Then again, we haven't had any Wii U IPs really push the hardware in terms of looks. Most Nintendo games don't do the realistic feel anyway. But I know they had Mass Effect on the Wii U, so the PS4 looks amazing in terms of graphics. They spent like the first half of they spent like a good 30 or 40 minutes on just talking about the tech, which to an extent was interesting, but at the same time, if you're a gamer, the tech doesn't really mean shit at the end of the day. You just want to play the fucking games. If the games are fun and good, I can give a fuck less what the graphics look like. But the graphics are amazing and the tech looks fine too. The little of it I did understand. In terms of the features now, the whole idea that the controller essentially has like the blue light bar in the little I guess it's like the sensor bar that goes on your TV, and then the blue that's pretty much correlating with the blue light going at the bottom of your controller. I don't really know what the point of it is. I'm assuming it's really necessary for certain games, like the same thing with the touchpad on the actual controller. So the controller looks fine. I'm curious to see if anyone's actually going to implement that whole controller thing the right way. The sharing your gameplay footage is cool. The sharing it to Facebook and Ustream and doing it so quickly is awesome. The fact that you can pause your game and go right back into it. It does bring up a question. Does that mean that that when you plug in a PS4, it automatically turns on? Like you can never have it in a standby mode? Like you turn it on and it just stays on? And the only thing you can do is like make it go into a sleep mode, like it won't just turn off. I'm just curious. The idea of just saving and coming back to your game is cool, but for me personally, I'm not gonna fucking use it, and so I just turn my console off and then go back to it later. The only time I would ever do that is the only time that would have been cool is if you couldn't save your game, but you can save your game, so why the fuck bother? The whole streaming and Facebook thing was cool. I don't really care about sharing my shit though like that anyway. I mean, it's cool for people who do want to share their shit, but most people who want to share their shit anyway are probably going to already have like an HD PVR or an Elgato or some type of capturing device to record the footage, and then from recording the footage to go into like an editing software and edit it and then upload it. That's what most people are going to do, so this is kind of useless for those types of people. And for me, I'm planning to get an HD PVR, so I don't really give a fuck that this thing can stream. I'm not like it's not something I'm going to really want to use on the PS4, and none of the games announced make me feel like I'm going to want to use that. The whole playing a game while you're downloading a thing, that shit is awesome. Still hate the fact that the PS3 is going to keep that whole concept of, oh, you have to install your game, buddy. Well, actually, they didn't say install your game, but you know, when you're downloading your games. I really hope you don't have to install your game still. That shit would annoy the hell out of me. Also, the fact that the PS4 isn't backwards compatible with the PS3. They want to be eventually, but they aren't going to be right now, and that's kind of annoying. From what I heard, the release date is apparently at the end of this, near the end of this year, which is meh. We didn't get to see the console. We don't know the price, but I'll tell you this much: from the tech specs and the way they were beefing up the graphic, the way they were showing off all the tech and the graphics and shit, this is going to be an overpriced system. There's no way in hell this is going to be at the same price or cheaper than the Wii U. It's probably going to be more than the Wii U. My bet is either 400 or more. If this thing is in the 300s, I would be shocked out of my fucking mind, especially because Sony needs money. So if that shit is beneath $400, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. I honestly believe it'll probably be like 500. That's the way I'm thinking. 500 or 600. I'm trying to think of, is there any extra the whole, you know, if you're stuck on a level, you can have a friend like take control of your character and beat the level for you. That is not a pro. I don't understand how the hell that is considered a pro. Well, that's considered as backseat gaming. I don't give a fuck how hard a stage is. That's a flaw of the game. That's what that is. To me, I don't find that as like a pro for the system that essentially you can have people backseat game for you. To me, that's just showing how whiny the new generation of gamers are. Oh, the level's too hard, beat it for me. That's what that comes off as. And I'm like, what gamer does that shit? The game is either that's a problem with the game because the level is way too hard for what it needs to be, or you sit there and you practice at it and increase your skill and beat it on your own. What's the sense of accomplishment for someone beating the damn stage for you? That's why I never, for the most part, I refuse to look up guides for games. I like to figure out things on my own. So I don't really view that one as a pro. I'm actually looking at the announcement list and seeing if there's any other features I'm missing. Oh, also, when they were talking about how there's going to be working with apps and shit, did anyone notice that they had the Neon Alley app in that list of apps? Like those lists of, it had Netflix and Hulu and shit, and then you saw Neon Alley, and I was like, Viz, you fuckers being sneaky, aren't you? So that shocked me. Actually, that was really cool, so I'm not going to say anything about that, but, you know, just stating that as a thing. Now to get on to the games, because I'm 7 minutes in and I haven't talked about the games. I know the people are probably going to be freaking out about pretty much the main ones people are probably going to be freaking out is Killzone, the infamous game, Destiny probably, Watch Dogs. Those are like the 4 games people are going to be freaking out about. The problem is only Killzone and Infamous are actually exclusives because Watch Dogs is multi-platform, and Destiny, I believe, is on. And when I say multi-platform, the rest of the games are multi-platform in the sense that you can get them on the PS3. And people are like, "Well, what's the big deal? It's still Sony." Here's my thing: what would you rather do? Would you rather spend money on a console with only like 2 or 3 exclusives you give a damn about, or would you rather spend money on a console that may have a mildly downgraded version of the same games, but you're not spending the extra however much the system is plus the amount of the games? It's the fucking PS3. I will not say the PS3 graphics are bad by any standard. So, and especially for a new PS3 game in 2013, you're really gonna expect me to be like, yes, I'm totally going to buy a PS4 for games I can get on the PS3. And personally, I am not a Killzone fan. I am not a fucking I am not an Infamous fan. So neither one of those games really appeal to me to the point where I want to get the damn console. The games are, to me, it's like 2 games people are bragging about. The rest of them you can get on a PS3. We're talking about the PlayStation 4. The PS3 is now considered a competitor. The way this is probably going to happen is the PS3 is going to take the PS4 sales. Why? Because half the games they announced for the PS4 are on the PS3 or on another fucking goddamn platform. Why the fuck would you spend money for a new console to get games you can get on a previous console or another console you may already own anyway? Because if you're looking at the Sony conference, that probably means you own a PS3. If half the games are coming out for the PS3, what the fuck are you buying a PS4 for? Seriously. I'm actually looking through the games. Which ones are actually, let's see, Knack is exclusive. Drive Club is exclusive. I don't think anyone's going to buy a console for Drive Club or Knack, even though I don't think they look bad. And I really like the Drive Club dude because he was really into his game. And I like when you have like such a fanboy talking about the game because it shows how dedicated they are to the game. Let's see what their exclusive is. You have Knack, Drive Club, Killzone, Infamous, Witness, which from what I understand, Witness is going to be on the PS4 first. Like in the conference, they said it's an exclusive, but when I go back and read other like articles, apparently in the articles, it's just going to be on the PS4 first. It's not going to be an exclusive. They bored the shit out of me with all the fucking tech demos because I was just like, I don't need to see. Okay, I get it. The shit looked good. The graphical capability of the PS4 is awesome. Stop showing me like 16 damn tech demos because I was bored as hell after the I think it's the Deep Down tech demo that bored the shit out of me. It was either Deep Down or that, what was it? The tech demo that had like the girl in like the cloak running away from like the wolves and shit. Like that, I was just like, God damn, fine. Watch Dogs is multi-platform. Like literally, they only have in Destiny's multi-platform because you can get that on the PS3. There's like 3 games, there's 4 games that are exclusives to just the PS4. Because if you're trying to get me to buy a PS4, why would you put all these other games on the PS3, knowing most people are gonna buy them for the PS3? And be perfectly honest, if you own a PS3, why in the fuck would you get games on the PS4 that you can get on the PS3? Why would you spend money for a new console just because of there might be okay, fine. The gap is big. It's pretty decent. It's a decent sized gap. It looks better. But be perfectly honest, if you're not a graphics whore and you're probably only gonna be missing a few features anyway. Oh damn, I can't record the footage. Like I don't have an HD PVR anyway, or some shit like most people are gonna get it on the PS3, get those games on the PS3 that they can get on the PS3 before they get them on the PS4. I'm not even gonna talk about Diablo because PC owners have had that for a while. That's nothing to brag about. Watch Dogs may possibly be on the Wii U too, so it's like, okay. And the Wii U is the only next gen console as of right now. I think I'm probably gonna buy anyway. And then obviously they showed the list of developers who want to get into the system. So overall, the conference for the console was actually pretty good. But for someone like me, I was just indifferent to it. I saw some nice features. I saw some decent looking games, but I saw nothing that really appealed to me. And to be perfectly honest, this will not sway you. If you have a similar mindset to me, this is not going to sway you at all. Plus that, who the fuck, a lot of people don't even think this generation is coming too quick anyway, so what the fuck ever. Like I'll even read you my post from Facebook, what I actually wrote when I was done with the conference. This is what I wrote. I wrote, the Sony conference was long and boring. The PS4 looks cool enough though and has some nice features. Game selection is considering half of the games are coming on the PS3 anyway. No look at the console itself. We don't get a release date, and technically we get a release date, but not a real release, not a precise release date. Or when we don't get a price listing, which we're assuming is going to be pretty high. And I still have no intention of buying the console, and that is my thoughts on the PS4 conference. Also, the whole Wii U hating bullshit. Okay, sure, you have 4 exclusive games for your PS4. At least the games on the Wii U are only coming out for the Wii U, and it's not coming out at the same time. Like, for example, it's like, oh, well, you guys are getting Batman Arkham City late, and we got Tekken late, and I'm like, well, your games are competing with each other. Because Sony is going to either make money, it's probably going to make more money on the PS3 than it will the PS4. That's just kind of a fact. Like, the PS3 version of the games are probably going to outsell the PS4 versions, because no one's going to buy a console for a version of a game you can get on the previous console. If it's anything like the Wii U versions of games, it's going to have mild updates, and that's about it. There's going to be like mild differences. Just really, like, people are bragging about that. How do you brag about, fuck it, whatever. vlogs of game from your boy Terrell. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. What did you think about the conference? Did this make you want to buy it day one? Are you like me? You're indifferent to it. You thought it had good shit, but you're not touching the damn thing. And leave video responses. I'll probably put this a video response to Shokyo, because I know Shokyo was really loving it, but it's just like, really? You're gonna brag about games that you can get on the console that you own currently? If people don't give the Wii U slack for it, why the fuck would you give the PS4 slack for it? If I can get the console on the if I can get Batman Arkham City on the PlayStation 3, why would I buy it on the Wii U? Same thing for fucking PlayStation 4. If I can get Destiny on the PlayStation 3, why in the hell would I buy it for the PlayStation 4? Because if it's anything like that, Wii U correlation is not going to be worth shelling out a shit ton of money for a console in the game. Anyways, lost a game for your boy Terrell. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.